What is up, guys? We have some crazy Sonic game leaks coming basically out of left field that we definitely need to talk about. And the weirdest part about all of this is that it's seemingly coming from a pretty reliable source for once. So get ready for some hype as we break it all down together. As it stands right now, rumors are suggesting that modern consoles will be getting a remaster of the beloved game Sonic Generations, this time running on the Hedgehog Engine 2 at 60 frames per second. It's also going to feature new additions such as a playable Shadow the Hedgehog. It appears that all of this is going to be revealed at the next PlayStation State of Play, which will either be on the 31st of January or sometime soon after. So while I was recording, it appears that the State of Play has been confirmed for this Wednesday, which is the 31st, giving even more credibility to this leak. I'll take it back to the video for now, but this is really exciting, guys. As I always say with every leak, take it with a grain of salt. However, I really want to make it clear that this leak did come from a rather reliable source. On Twitter, Xbox Era podcast co-host Nick Baker tweeted this cryptic message: "Sonic will live in the shadow of his generation," also noting that this is going to be roughly on the 31st. It's a weird tweet, but many users were fast to decipher that he was talking about the upcoming PlayStation State of Play. What makes this tweet so interesting though is that Nick Baker has made tweets like this before in regards to the PlayStation State of Play events, and he's been right numerous times foreshadowing different games. And when you think about it, it just seems to make too much sense for it to not be true. So let's look at some external factors aside from the tweet to see if it would even make sense for us to be getting a new Sonic game or Generations Remaster at this State of Play. So for starters, it was only about a year ago when the Sega president began hinting at more remakes for Sonic games, stating that with the success of the movie franchise as well as the popularity of Frontiers, they wanted to do more with their titles, especially when it came to Sonic. Then at the tail end of last year, we had the Game Awards, and while nothing Sonic related was shown, there were some hints at Sonic games during the Sega Power Surge trailer. In this trailer, where Sega announced reboots and remasters of their old IPs, you could hear rings being collected in the background. Already you can see where this all begins to tie in. With the success that Sonic has been having as of late, especially with Frontiers in the movie franchise, Sega has been looking at ways to bring back old IPs and do more in terms of Sonic remasters. And the Game Awards only confirmed that statement from Sega's president. One of the big external factors that makes me believe this rumor is that Sonic Movie 3 comes out this year, and Sega would be missing out on some perfect synergy if they didn't come out with a game. However, with Sonic Team most likely still working on the sequel to Sonic Frontiers, it would be rather hard for them to pump out a title that was fully baked. What would be easier for Sonic Team is getting a separate studio to come in and make a remaster of a game that fans already loved, much like what happened with Sonic Colors. So I do feel that there is a lot at play that makes this leak seem all the more likely, but that still doesn't confirm anything for certain. Now, when news about this leak came forward, I had put 2 and 2 together and assumed that this was the Sonic and Shadow game that we had all been hearing rumors about for a while now. However, another player has come forward and stated otherwise. Zippo is another leaker who has been right about some things and wrong about many others, and in my opinion, he's much less credible than Nick Baker. Nonetheless, I still think it's interesting to hear from all sides because you never know, Zippo could be correct here. So what Zippo stated is that this is a separate game entirely from the one he mentioned before. He states that this game will come out closer to the holidays with the movie, and that the remaster we're hearing about now will come out around in June, just in time for Sonic's birthday. If and when the trailer for this Generations Remaster drops, be on the lookout for a release date or window because that could help us try to line up the time frame that Zippo has given these games. Now, whether or not the Zippo leaks are true, I'm still inclined to believe Nick Baker, and I do think that we'll be seeing some form of Sonic content at this State of Play. I personally think that Sonic Generations is a great game that would play very well on new consoles. It's probably my second favorite Sonic game right behind Frontiers, but it's still an odd choice for a remastered title. Just given the nature of the game, I don't really think it has a story that was too interesting, but regardless, I'm excited. So let me know down in the comments if you believe these leaks or if it's too good to be true. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already in order to stay up to date with all the crazy Sonic news that's coming out, and check out the video here for more. As always, guys, I wish you all the best. Take care. Peace.